course is sponsored by Comcast NBC Universal. We would like to thank Comcast NBC Universal for the generosity in making this course possible.
Emma is the director of 1 Million for Work Flexibility, a national initiative advocating for the broader adoption of flexible work. Emma is a passionate advocate for improving the way that work gets done through increased flexibility. 1 Million for Work Flexibility is comprised of a coalition of more than 100 companies, business leaders, think tanks, academic institutions, and advocacy groups working to promote a dramatic change of thought around the traditional workplace norm.
Could taking breaks help you be more productive? Does happiness affect work ethic or morale? Is flexibility necessary, and can it actually help your organization save money? You're about to find out. Welcome to the course Supporting Veterans, Family Members, and Wounded Warrior Caregivers with Flexible Work Options. When someone says work flexibility, what comes to mind? Okay, what's the second thing that comes to mind? Working from home? Part-time? Early days? Late starts? Flexible deadlines? Sometimes? All the time? Well, as it turns out, flexible work is all of these and more. In this course, you will learn about different kinds of work flexibility, the many benefits of work flexibility, both for employers and veteran employees, as well as how to implement flex in your own organization for a happier, healthier, more productive team. Flexibility is about having options and control over where and when you work. There are many ways to have these options and this control. One way is the option to work from home. The increasing tech-centricity of our culture has made telecommuting or remote work more viable than ever. The amount of time worked from home can vary from full-time to just a few hours a week. Another common kind of work flexibility is alternative scheduling, having some leeway outside of the standard 9 to 5, so maybe 7 to 3 or 10 to 6 for parents who need time to do school pickups or drop-offs. These kinds of arrangement might be daily or just once a week. Or they may be less formal with, say, a few hours off in an afternoon replaced by some additional work in the evening. As with telecommuting, alternative schedules have a lot of room for variation. Another common kind of work flexibility is a reduced schedule, so part-time, or even a job share where two people share the same role. If an employee's commitments at home have increased, this is a great option to ensure they can keep working but with a lighter load. However, there are many elements to consider with this one, such as medical benefits and income. Sometimes flexibility may even be a combination of all of these things. Someone may work part-time from home and also have full autonomy over their schedule. But flexibility doesn't have to be all or nothing. There's no one-size-fits-all. There are many groups of people who are juggling commitments outside of work. A significant group that needs flexibility are our veterans, caregivers of wounded warriors, and military families. Frequent moves and unforeseen deployments are often identified by military spouses as barriers to building and maintaining a career. The ability to work from home or to use other forms of flex can create more opportunities for military spouses to develop professionally. Veterans, especially wounded warriors, may also need flexibility for pursuing treatment, and their loved ones may need similar flexibility to assist them. When seen in this light, it's clear that flexibility isn't just a privilege, but for many people, especially military veterans and their families, it's a necessity. As an employer of a veteran or military family member, offering flexible work options may initially seem like an additional strain on your company. This is a common misperception. People often think that employees are the ones who benefit from flexible work rather than employers. However, offering flexible work options can help workers reach maximum productivity and be well worth the employer's energy and time spent developing procedures and implementing policies that maximize resources for best results. Flexibility should be part of your employer toolkit. Studies have shown that flexibility is beneficial for employers in many ways. Flexibility increases productivity and engagement. People are the greatest asset of any company, and if they're doing well, so does the company. If employees are happy with work, they will function at a higher level of engagement, efficiency, experience, and productivity. When employers support veterans and military family members with flexible work, they have greater job satisfaction and improved work performance. Flexibility decreases turnover and bolsters employee loyalty. People who are able to respond to personal or family obligations with employer support have lower levels of stress. This also boosts morale and increases employee loyalty, which results in lower turnover. Plus, flexibility is a priority for job seekers. When you open up recruiting with flexibility in mind, you have access to a whole new talent pool. Flexibility saves money. Loyal employees save companies the cost of turnover, which can include recruiting, background checks, benefits, administration, training, and advertising. Employees that have the room in their schedule to handle life's emergencies are less likely to take time off. In addition, remote workers don't need on-site offices, which can add up to huge savings in real estate. Flexibility improves creativity and innovation. There's one more benefit that may be most surprising. We tend to be stuck in the mindset that the best workers are the ones who burn the midnight oil and who are all in at work. But as it turns out, creativity and innovation are best cultivated when there's space around us, giving us the freedom to muse and consider different ideas and options. According to sociologist Christine Carter, PhD, the only time our brain generates creative insight is when we're not doing anything else, when we're not focused on anything else. When we just stare into space and let ourselves daydream, our brain actually becomes very active, much more active than if we were focused on a difficult problem, for example. And as award-winning journalist Bridget Schulte notes, instead of glorifying long hours and overwork as a sign of work devotion, science is clearly showing us that really good, hard work is done when we alternate between periods of focused, concentrated work and these moments of downtime where our more creative right brain gets to come out to play. You want your veteran and military family employees to be the best that they can be. But now what? How do you make flexibility work in practice for your organization? First, start by thinking about what kind of flexibility might make sense for your employees. Are they doing work at a computer that could be done from home, or do they need to be on-site to perform specific tasks? Do you have fixed customer-facing hours, or could work be done at varying times of day? And what kind of flexibility would help your employees do their best work? Consider legal issues. There may be tax or other implications to telework, for example. Make sure you understand relevant laws. Get the right tools. Will your staff need specific software or hardware to do their work from home? Do you need special security in place? Formalize your plan. One of the biggest stumbling blocks around flex is when it's not clear who gets it or why. Make sure you communicate the plan clearly to your staff. Train, and especially train managers. Managers need to be equipped with new skills to support a flexible team, and they need to understand how flexibility will benefit their work. Lead by example. Establish flexibility champions in senior roles who practice what they preach. Set up clear benchmarks around expectations, measure your results, and be ready to make changes if necessary. It can be easy to blame flexibility when things aren't going well, but the problem may be something else entirely. You'll never know if you don't keep tabs on results. In summary, there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to work flexibility, but lots of options for finding the right fit. When done properly, work flexibility actually increases productivity for your employees, boosts loyalty and mitigates turnover, and helps save money. Working longer doesn't mean working better. In fact, innovation requires downtime where our more creative right brain gets to come out to play. Follow best practices to get the most out of flexibility for your veterans, military spouses, wounded warrior caregivers, and for your business's bottom line. We hope this course was helpful for you. Thank you for all that you do for America's military families, wounded warrior caregivers, and our veterans.
If you have any questions or need assistance, go to the PsychArmor website or call the PsychArmor support line at 844-779-2427. Thank you for completing this course and taking that one step further in learning about our American veterans.